Well, as cases of crypto increase, public health officials are turning to something used during COVID to help stay ahead of diseases and viruses. Wastewater monitoring gave public health officials as much as 2 weeks heads up in the outbreaks in communities across the country. But that research could show more something like detecting Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox. Queen City News is Derek Dellinger, anchor Harry Witt joining us right now. You've talked with them on the front lines of some of this research right now. What are they seeing happening right now in Charlotte?
You may remember that when Queen City News, in fact, told you about the work that was being done during the pandemic to detect COVID and its different variants, that wastewater monitoring has been able to detect those new cases of Mpox, leading to a call for vaccinations from state health officials. And this monitoring is likely to become the norm. During COVID-19, it may have been thought to be a little gross or strange, but wastewater monitoring proved invaluable in detecting COVID and its different strains out there. To this day, it is still used for that, but that research has been expanding. And at UNC Charlotte, they are doing some of that expanded research.
That's about the only window that public health has right now into what strains of virus are circulating in the community.
Dr. Cynthia Gibbous is a professor at UNC Charlotte, part of a team on this research.
And the other thing we're hearing is, well, we would like to see more. We would like to know more about more viruses.
One of the more recent notes that came out of all of this new research is testing for other known viruses and diseases out there. One of those recently detected was an uptick in cases of Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox. The virus, which can be spread by skin-to-skin contact, was nearly eradicated when a vaccine became available for it last year. But new confirmed cases and an uptick in what was seen in wastewater statewide led North Carolina health officials to renew a call for vaccination.
And this is a capability that's new that we've built up since COVID. Every week we update the wastewater numbers on our COVID dashboard, but we also look for some other types of infections.
Beyond COVID or Mpox, there is a future for this. In development right now, a way to reliably detect flu and RSV in wastewater.
We are specifically looking for gene markers, when we sample the wastewater and extract the DNA, extract the RNA.
Dr. Mario Munir at UNC Charlotte says the future of this is coming a lot sooner than people think. Public health officials are using it now, and as a new virus, variant, or disease comes in, wastewater could be giving a good look at what is really out there.
More technologies are coming up. A lot of people are doing research in this area. So things are actually going in a faster rate than when we started and we anticipated.
Now, some of this may sound interesting to some of you. Some of you may also be wondering about the big brother aspect in all of this. It's important to note that wastewater testing won't pick up everything that's in the water. You won't get a full analysis. There's only specific tests for specific viruses and diseases, and those tests are applied to that wastewater. Brian?